You think time travel would be cool? Yeah. But what if there's consequences to time travel? What's going on, everybody? I'm ATLX Matrix. Welcome back. So, today we're going to be giving you the tribe rating for Reminiscence by Reminiscence Project. So, this game is a psychological horror game about time travel and the repercussions for said time travel. Just a reminder, everybody, we are streaming on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And hitting that like and subscribe button on this channel helps us out quite a bit. Enjoy the video. Okay, so we're going to start off with like the bad things in regards to Remnant and then move on to the good, okay? So it's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna laser off some things that I really didn't like with the game, and feel free to jump in at any time, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so it's like number one, for me, like the movement was a little weird, and then you kind of move in because like you can't run in the game. There's not like a whole lot that you can do, so it's like that kind of not being able to do a whole lot of things kind of moves into
Yeah.
the actual story aspect of it of Reminiscence because there's not really the game doesn't really give you a lot of the story, right? So you find
Yeah.
the story or you discover more of the story or the backstory of to like what is actually going on via
Yeah.
like little TV commercials, you got radio commercials, you got little newspapers, and then you've got letters.
Yeah.
All of which, aside from like the radio and TV, of course you can listen to those, it gives you subtitles so you can read it. But the letters and the newspapers and stuff, you can't pick them up. So it's like if you want to read it, it's like you really have to try and read it. The camera does zoom in a little bit, but you can't pick it up. So that kind of
Yeah.
ties in with like the movement, not being able to run. It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of weird. Um then going from that, like the graphics aren't really great. They're not good.
I'm not fan of the graphics. Also about what you read and the news or the stuff, it's not even clear. You can't see it very well. And that's so bad. The graphics I feel like it's so bad that scary game always have the best graphics. They always care about the graphics. In this game, you feel like you're playing Minecraft. To be honest, you feel everything is so bad. Like it's not even your player in the movement. You feel the player is not walking. You feel the player is sliding. Seriously,
Okay.
so that's really bad.
I mean, I
I don't
wouldn't
like it.
say like the graphics are like Minecraft level bad, but they're
It's
not
it's
great.
it's the same
Granted,
level. It's the same level.
yeah, okay, all right, okay, I'll give you that. I don't think so, but hey, we'll agree to disagree on like the graphics side of it. But like
Yeah,
even with the graphics and like other assets, maybe this was part of the game, but it just it I don't know, it irked me, it bugged me having like you'll be walking into a room and the assets there, like, I don't know, maybe a stove or a cupboard or a like a shelf, right? Is like
yeah,
phased into the wall. I don't know if that's like intentional part of the game, you know what I mean? Maybe because the
yeah.
game is about time travel, right? So maybe like messing with time travel causes that to phase into the wall. I don't know for sure. Excuse
The
me.
time travel.
I don't know for sure if like that would like have anything to do with it because like when you are going
Yeah,
through the game and you're time traveling you because you have to go forward and back in time to progress through the
yeah,
game, which
yeah,
like it kind of moves you into that way like as far as like a gameplay like progressionary type deal, but it
yeah,
doesn't explain it to you like why or what. You just kind of have to kind of figure that out on your own. But so like when we do that, when you do go forward and back in time to make my point, it does change. Like chairs are up on the fucking ceiling, tables are on the ceiling, shit's upside down, shit's all over the place. So it's like I don't know if like things phasing through the walls are kind of like a part of the game or not,
yeah.
but I don't know. That just kind of it really irked me. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
yeah. About the time travel, I feel like you're doing the same thing every time. It's like you walk from room to room and doing the same stuff. You're just looking for stuff that, and there's nothing to do. You just wait for jump scare and go to the other room and go back traveling with time and doing the same stuff again. You don't understand anything about the story. The story is so bad. Seriously.
I mean, I as far as like the story being bad, I wouldn't say like the actual story portion of it because it's like, I did read all the letters, I listened to the TV, I listened to the radio, and I
Yeah.
picked up the newspapers and it's like I get where they're going with it and I don't know. The storytelling could be oh my god, miles better. But granted,
Yeah,
we thought this game
but
was beta when I
it
played it.
is.
Like
It
we
is.
thought it was a beta.
And I told you that. I told you play the game. It's beta because maybe the game coming out soon, so you can play the full game. And we found that the game it's the full game, not the beta. And that's so
Yeah.
bad. Also, if you travel with time, basically all they did it's changing the design in the room, like
Yeah.
putting everything on the roof. The next time, just making a blood on the floor. That's it. They never change anything that basically make the story better. No, they just change the design of the room, and that's it. And I fucking hate that, to be
I
honest.
mean I
I
mean,
feel I feel like I feel like I'm going to the same place every time until I finish the game. That's it.
well that I mean, that kind of brings me to like one of my other big negative points for this game is like the entire game takes place in this one house with
Yeah,
very limited rooms with very limited exploration. So it's like you can't walk into a room like open cupboards and look for things or stuff like that. And a lot of the doors are locked until like you progress through like time travel, the doors unlock and stuff like that. So it's like I kind of like that like puzzle aspect of it, but I wanna explore too. It's like I wanna get more of the story. Granted, I thought this game was beta when we played it, and it
yeah,
being a main game
yeah.
really kinda disappoints. Disappoints
It's
me.
really all you need is 45 minutes to finish the game, almost.
Yeah, it doesn't take
Uh,
very long.
it's not taking up very long. For full game and scary game, I know it's have to be a long story, a lot jump scared, a lot things to do.
Mhm.
But this game is super weird, nothing to do, and it's really short.
I mean, the game is advertised as a horror time
Yeah,
traveling game, right?
yeah,
And the the only, like, scary portions in the game are they're just jump scares. That's it.
yeah, yeah.
That's it.
This is the good. This is the good thing in the game, to be honest.
Right, so,
The
I mean,
jump
that kinda leads to, like I honestly, man, I don't really have any other negatives towards the game. That kinda leads into, like, the m more of a positive aspect of it because it's like, for me, I
Yeah,
do like jump scares. I like it. I
yeah,
wish there was more of them, but or there could have been even, like, added, like, horror aspects to it because it's like they have this character, like, this time being, right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
is constantly telling you and he's creeping on you the entire game, and it's like, "Bro, you coulda used him so much more." It's like you start the game, the opening scene of the game is you're seeing, like, a silhouette, like, shaking, like, spazzing out, and I'm like, "What the
yeah,
fuck is going on?" And I was like
yeah.
that got
Even
me, like, pumped for the game, and then it doesn't really build on that. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah. Even even one of the places in this game that you have three doors that say no, yes, and none, nothing
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
You can just fucking open the door and see the way. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, I mean
just let me open the door and there's a jump scare. That's gonna
mhm.
be awesome. Don't let me open every door and I can see the way and just go.
Yeah.
No, you should do something. You open the door that say no and it's blocked.
Well, I
No,
mean,
just let me open it and there's a jump scare behind the door.
yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Right, that would have been awesome.
Yeah,
And it's like they
yeah,
did try and do, like, a little bit of a jump scare behind, at least one of those doors, but it's
yeah,
like that could have been you could have done it a whole lot better with, like, the jump scares,
yeah,
and that brings me talking to that. There's not really this is goes back to and this is another negative for me, but it's like it doesn't there's no consequences to the game, right? So it's
yeah,
like you can't die, You can't
That's true.
like
Yeah.
there's nothing at least that I found that will make you like have to like restart at some point. So it's like you can't die. So it's like literally just a game that you can there's only one way to go. There's no way you can fuck it up. There you go.
Yeah. Just walk and that's it. You're gonna walk until you
That's
finish
it.
the game. That's
But
it.
I mean, the simple things in it did make me happy with like the jump scares, like the just like the
Yeah.
simple jump scares. I thought the sounds in the game were really good. You've got like knocking, you've got like little like other little horror sounds like in the game, like
Yeah.
getting up into your ears, and
That's true.
it's like that auditory thing gets your adrenaline pumping a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
but that's there's not really a whole lot of stuff. I did like for the time travel portion of it, when you do
Yeah.
actually travel forward and back through time, the environment changes each time you do
Yeah.
that. So you know that you actually traveled in time. And it doesn't tell you like how far you went until like you listen to like the radio or the TV or if you pick up a newspaper.
Yeah.
It doesn't really tell you. And like leading into that, like the your main character that you play, he
Yeah.
will give you like auditory cues, like he'll talk to you or like talk to himself saying, "Oh, okay, well, I'm not supposed to be here," or "I need to I need to go back this way," or "I need to go back in time," or I need to do something, right? Is what he does. So it kind of gives you a little bit of direction because the rest of the game
Yeah.
doesn't give you any direction on what you're supposed to be doing or where you're going.
Yeah. Speaking of jump scare, I think there's 3 or 4 that's perfect in a time that let you, the jump scare come in a perfect time. But I feel like that's not enough for making the game good. You know, it's not you're
Yeah.
not gonna give me a jump scare in perfect time, but you're missing the whole story. You fucked up in the whole story. Okay,
Yeah.
you fucked up that I can die. Sometimes um, it's glitchy. The stuff it's glitchy.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that's fucked up. So the jump scare is not gonna fix everything in the game at all. So also, it's the good thing. It's free to play. You're not
Yeah.
gonna spend the money for that game. You can try it, enjoy. Maybe some people gonna enjoy the game, but for me, I don't enjoy the game at
I
all.
mean, when I played it, right? So it's like there I like the idea of time travel. I like how they made it to where when, you know, the discovery of time travel, people are time traveling and there's repercussions to
Yeah,
to time traveling cuz it makes you think. So I like that portion of it. And I like the fact that they included that like they made that time being, right? So it's like
yeah,
you've got the repercussions like out in the world that's happening, and then you also have this time being that's watching this happen, and it's gonna be bad, right? So it's like I like
yeah,
how they
yeah.
added that. It makes you kind of think and stuff like that about time travel and like the consequences that could happen. It's like if I could time travel and like do things over, what would be those repercussions? I like how the game does that, and
Yeah.
but that's really it. I like the fact that you can complete the game in under an hour, and it's free to play. So it's like if you've got a you know a short window of
Uh,
time to play something, hey, it's free to play.
but
I had a good
to be,
time. Granted, I thought it was a beta, and I thought they were gonna build on it when I played it,
yeah,
and like they could definitely build on it and make it so much better.
I hope they're gonna do that. But uh, if you streamer, don't do that. Don't play the game because you're not gonna enjoy the game. The people gonna watch never gonna enjoy the game. Also, you're gonna finish it in 45 minutes maximum.
Yeah,
So your stream's not gonna be long.
right.
I don't like it that to be honest, but I hope they're gonna build next story. It's like continue for this,
I hope
coming
so. I
out
hope
with
they do.
another game. If they not, they need to stop making a game.
I mean,
Seriously.
look, dude, you got to start somewhere, even if it's like not their first game or whatever. I mean, you're still
Yeah.
gonna build on it, right? So it's like, I think we've covered pretty much everything about the game because the game is so damn short. So it's like, if you
Yeah.
could tell me what's your tribe rating, and would you recommend the game and why?
I would give the game 3.5, to be honest.
Wow. Okay.
Because everything in this game is fucked up except the jump scare, and it's free to play. I would recommend that. No, to be honest, you can spend $5 on Game Pass. You're gonna find another games there. It's better. You can find another games for you to play in Steam. It's also better than this game. So basically, no.
Okay.
Don't waste your time.
All right. Well, my rating is a little bit higher. So for me, my tribe rating would be a
Yeah,
4.2, baby. 4.2 I feel like is pretty solid. If it was still a beta, it would have
yeah,
probably been higher. But after finding out that it's actually the full released game of it, 4.2. That's where we're at because it's like all the cons that we talked about, like the graphics, like the storytelling is not very good. The
yeah,
and just like the movement, the exploration, there's not a whole lot to do in the game other than hey, go forward, get to the end. That's it. But
yeah. The
granted,
game just
yeah.
the
But
game
granted,
is a
you
little
can
bit fucked up.
complete the game in such a short amount of time. So it's like if even if you are streaming, it's like I stream the game and then we switch to a different game. It's like, hey, I
Yeah,
want to check this out. Time travel sounds cool. Go for it. So it's like for me, I would say I would recommend it if you like this kind of a thing. If you like this kind of a game to where it's like there's no repercussions, you just go straight through it. It's quick, it's easy, you can knock it out
yeah.
under an hour. But I would still say it's not awesome. Like they could have done a much better job. But I did like the jump scares. That's like the biggest plus of the game. So
I hope they continue the game.
yeah, I
They
hope so
built
too.
something
Because
new.
it could
Yeah,
be such a cool ass story. But all right,
yeah.
so Riyad's tribe rating 3.5, 4.2 over here. Thank you again, man.
You're welcome.